And we back. All right, guys. Because of the long video format, we kind of cooked last time. So what we're doing today is we're going to be talking two things. We got some breaking news, kind of, right, that we can get to talk about, and we've also got some discussion that's going around in hockey spaces that, I probably just wanted to talk about. So yeah, let's get straight into it. The first thing that we're going to do, we're going to start talking about what's on everybody's mind, really, right? It's going to be the Montreal Canadiens and the Carolina Hurricanes. Montreal got bounced in a grand total of 5 games. They won one more game than the Ottawa Senators did against the Carolina Hurricanes, an actual good team. Wow. You got bounced. Everyone is healthy. Love that for you guys. Anyways, all that aside, I want to talk about a discussion that's happening in a lot of sense spaces. Let's get right into this already, all right? We head over to Twitter. We're taking a look at the Martian right here because I actually think Martian made a really good point. All right, there's no consolation for being the toughest opponent. Carolina has faced so far. Comparing losers is loser behavior. I somehow set off multiple fan bases at once because nobody knows who I'm talking to in the original post. Nobody does it like me. Very true, Martian. Very true. So I'm gonna be talking about, because obviously I understand this, right? Lots of copium going on in certain circles right now. Oh, we kept it closer to Carolina than the Montreal Canadiens. But I'm just going to say it like this. That should be the fucking standard. Like, that shouldn't be an accomplishment that we're going for, ladies and gentlemen. That should be the fucking standard. That, okay, we kept games close. Yeah, we still lost 4 games in a row. Like as close as you're saying it is, it wasn't close enough, right? And I really like how he said, toughest opponent Carolina has faced so far. Comparing losers is loser behavior. Maybe I don't agree with that last statement, right? I don't really agree with that, but there is no consolation. There's no silver lining here. We lost to the team that lost to the right? I mean, for trolling purposes, yeah, Ottawa was the second best team in the East, right? Silver lining plays, right? Like, if you want to say that, you could say that, right? At the end of the day, Montreal did win 9 games in the playoffs. Ottawa didn't do that, right? So, fair play to the Montreal Canadiens. But I want to see it from the other side because this has been a discussion going on a little bit, right? Let's click in here. What we got going on? I totally agree with you. Absolutely, something we should do no matter what. There's value comparing yourself to the obvious cream of the crop and knowing where your team needs to improve to get to that level. Knowing you're the toughest opponent they face confirms where you are in relation, right? Look, all right. From the other side of things, right? I've got Money Puck open. This is the game that the Habs got eliminated in, right? 6-1. Yeah, they didn't deserve to win many. I don't think any of the last 4 games they deserve to win. This is deserved to win a meter, right? I take it with a grain of salt. Out of context, you gotta take it in context, right? Montreal Canadiens were not shooting the puck, which obviously contributes to this 23.7%. It was very frustrating for the Montreal Canadiens because they had the puck a lot. They just couldn't get anything going because the Carolina Hurricanes just absolutely run through. Like, you can't get through them. It's amazing what Rod Brindamore has done with that team. Anyways, you look at Ottawa, for example, in the game that we got eliminated in back in April. Deserve to win a meter, 68%, 31%. Ottawa had a good share of deserve to win a meter. Again, Ottawa was shooting the puck a lot. Ottawa can keep up with Carolina in that way, where we kind of pushed the parcel a little bit. Like, we were very unlucky. We were very injured, but we were also very unlucky. And that's not just it's not just luck that goes into it. Like, you can score goals still and not be luck. Like, you have to convert, and we just didn't do it, right? So deserve to win a meter. That's that. That's something that's happening. Other things that are going around. Patrick Bacon, looking at him. This tweet is so funny. We are tentatively announcing that the Carolina Hurricanes just won the most lopsided playoff series of all time by 5-on-5 score adjusted XG. Like, if you're into the nerd stats, there you go. That's it for you, right? Carolina, Montreal, holy moly. absolute domination by the Hurricanes over the Montreal Canadiens. So, I mean, like, if you want to take a positive away, if you're the Ottawa Senators, then you can. Like, honestly, it's for you to, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy, buddy. Like, I don't mind that. But I do agree with Martian in the sense that, like, comparing losers is loser behavior. We're not comparing ourselves to another team that couldn't make it, like the Flyers, the Habs, right? We're trying to be Carolina, make it to the final dance, and we're trying to do something. Anyways, head back over to Twitter real quick. This one's my favorite. This, like, there is so many levels of copium. This one right here. I put this out there because this is factually correct. The Sens scored 5 goals in their 4 games. The Flyers scored 5 goals in their 4 games. These are against Carolina. The Habs also only scored 5 goals in the 4 straight games they lost. Carolina was just that good this year. Right? Habs fans will admittedly say, yo, we won a game. To which I respond, yo, Carolina didn't play hockey for 12 days. And then they needed 1 game to get ready to whoop your ass. Like, you guys let in more goals than Ottawa did. Right? You want to argue in a circle? We can argue in a circle, bud. Like, it's funny, right? Obviously, they're cheesed. We were cheesed. We got over it. So everything's kind of funny right now. It's not that deep. All right? At the end of the day, the Montreal Canadiens, they're the only team to beat the Carolina Hurricanes this year. As I'm recording this, all right? Vegas, hey, like, good luck, bro. I don't know if Vegas can get over it. They did get over Colorado, who took out these 2 powerhouses, right? Vegas, I mean, yo, and what a boring Stanley Cup Finals that is. Vegas and Carolina. I guess, bro. I guess. Moving on a little bit to breaking news. We have some, all right? We've got breaking news from Bruce Garriock. Anaheim's Mason McTavish is on Ottawa's Senators' radar. I can't click on the article because Bruce put it behind a paywall. I read a little bit of it while it was for free. So basically what Bruce is saying is that Mason McTavish is kind of out there, right? Take a look at his stats real quick. I'm in the way here. Let me see. Can I move it? All right, cool. Yeah, I can move it a little bit. There you go. Awesome, right? Obviously, he had 6 points in 10 playoffs games. Pretty good, actually. Surprisingly good. Even though it was only in, I mean, you could see those time on ice, right? 12, 14, 11, 9, 10 minutes. Third, fourth liner with some power play time. I don't know if he was killing penalties. If we took a look at his regular season stats as well, 41 points this year in 75 games played, minus 15. Let's take a look at everything as a whole. His time on ice is down. Faceoffs were down below 50%, right? He's a natural centerman. Shooting percentage, shots were down, even though he had a fully, well, not fully healthy, but he was pretty healthy, right? Goals are down. Assists down from last year, right? Technically, this is his career worst year, right? 41 points. That's it, bro, right? 42 PIMs. He was getting power play time, too. Like, this is a very disappointing year for Mason McTavish. Anyways, Mason McTavish could be on his way out. Montreal's interested. There was another team that Bruce Garriock mentioned. Slipped my mind. This is what happens when you put your stuff behind a paywall. I'm sorry. I apologize. Basically, what the Anaheim Ducks are looking for, though, a first-round pick and a player that can help right now. That's it. Can they get that while Mason McTavish is making $7 million and putting up a grand total of 42 points? I don't know. As a minus 15? I don't know, right? I mean, we can take a look at the advanced hockey stats for you there. Let's take a look at his cards while we're at it, eh? Let's get some advanced analytics here. Mason McTavish. Yeah, 17% third line minutes. With that contract, like, defensively, this is just a scary kind of player, bro. I don't know. Like, this is a very big gamble, but this is the kind of gamble that Ottawa could or should take a roll on, right? There's nobody else really out there, and this guy's he's a hometown boy. He's an Ottawa boy. Gotta remember that too. Ooh, buddy, I don't know. That defense really scares me, especially on a playoff team. And it's been down there all year, and then his finishing just going downhill. Everything's downhill. Power play, he's not even that great on the power play. Yeah, take a look at Anaheim's lines real quick. So, just to get the ball rolling, if we did make a trade here, they've got Kreider, Carlson, and Troy Terry on the first line. Seneca, Granlund, Killorn, VL, McTavish, and Gauthier, Johnson, Wash, and Harkins. Anybody injured on this team? Ryan Poehling, Radko Gudas. Yeah, that's about it, right? So Ryan Poehling, I mean, Tim Wash might have to take the 5C while Poehling sits right there. So if you take a look at this team, right, Kreider, you got Terry, Seneca, Gauthier, Kreider. You got 4 top 6 wingers. You got Killorn, who could do that middle 6 role still, I hope, right? I'm looking at this. You get rid of Mason McTavish. You could go Poehling there, but you got Mikael Granlund, who could move down. They could use someone right there. This is where Mason McTavish was supposed to play, right there with Granny Smith, right? Mason McTavish could go there. It's a weird team, right? Ottawa, we have a lot of left-handed defensemen, but obviously Lacombe, Zellweger, Minchikov, they're stacked. They're Moore, Carlson, Trouba. They've got Gudas. They've got other guys. Tristan Luneau, for example, right? Can't get into the lineup right now. So, if I was the Anaheim Ducks, I do need a center for Mason McTavish. Someone that can step in right now. So, I head over to the off-season, right? On Puckpedia. What we looking at? So I have Mason McTavish on the board to Ottawa. I put Stephen Halliday in our first. I know we can't trade this first, but under the table, we can draft somebody that they want and obviously move that player to Anaheim, right? Ottawa Senators trade Stephen Halliday. This can also be Ridley Gregg, right? If they want more value. Ridley Gregg, I mean, but like I don't think Ottawa wants to trade Ridley Gregg because that contract is unbelievable. Even though he doesn't score that much, but that contract is unbelievable for the kind of minutes he was giving us, right? So I think that they'd want Stephen Halliday, right, to play right there. You also take a look at it. Cutter Gauthier, sniper. Beckett Seneca, power forward. Troy Terry, sniper. Leo Carlson, good playmaker. Bigger guy, 1C. Everything goes through him. Granny, that's a playmaker. Kreider, power. Killorn, that two-way kind of gritty style, right? These guys do that, right? They only really have Leo Carlson as a playmaker. I mean, you could maybe say Troy Terry because, I don't really know Troy Terry's game that well, right? But I think that this team could use a Stephen Halliday. Someone that could hop into their top 9. And we saw Stephen Halliday with more power play time and more opportunities. He was very impressive. That's also a very big body Stephen Halliday is. I'm pretty sure he's 6'2", 6'3", 6'4". I don't know what it is exactly. I think he can do well here. We know for a fact that Stephen Halliday was highly coveted. A lot of people were watching Stephen Halliday when he made his NHL debut, and he didn't disappoint. His trade value has never been higher. He's got a $1 million contract for the next 2 years, newly signed, first round pick. All right, let's just say for the fun of it, right? How do I make this trade? Submit trade. Trade complete with Anaheim. Perfect. Let's go to the depth chart. Here's the issue I see. Look at that center core. I mean, it looks good. Don't get me wrong. Stützle, Cousins, Pinto, McTavish, lovely. Very, very good. Ridley Gregg can move out to the wing. Claude Giroux isn't here either. That's 4 centermen, though, that you're paying $7 million plus 2. I don't know if I like that exactly. I don't know if I like that fit. And, like, if we're paying these guys $7 million, especially Mason McTavish, I want him to be the best version of Mason McTavish. Do we get that version of Mason McTavish on the wing? I don't know. Tim Stützle, he's learning how to be a defensive centerman himself. Is Mason McTavish the kind of guy? He's 23. He's a year younger than Timmy, too. Is he the guy that, like, helps? I don't know. We do need more offense, but, like, this line, we all know about Jake Batherson. We all know about Tim Stützle. Is Mason McTavish what we need on that line? Obviously, you bring him into Ottawa. You bring him to the Ottawa system. Jake Sanderson helps out a lot. the way we play hockey helps out a lot. And then we got Warren Fogle there. Nope, let me put that back. So if Mason McTavish doesn't play there, maybe you go Batherson back on the left, do this again. But then Shane Pinto's kind of stuck there. Shane Pinto only had 46 points in 72 games, which is a really good year for him, by the way, right? Yeah, 46 up from 37, from 27, 35 the year before, but this was in 41 games played. This should have been 50. So then he regressed a little bit, but he was playing 18 minutes a night that time, right? He was kind of on pace for doing 50 this year. He's turning into a really good center too, but like that again, he needs 18 minutes. And he's only putting up 46 points. We need to get guys going. But we have too many guys that we need to get going. We don't have guys that can help get people going. Like, we're just jigsaw puzzling people in, hoping it works. And at $7 million for 6 years, that's a very expensive gamble. Again, I mean, it is Stephen Halliday in a first. Like, obviously, I think you would want to do that. But, like, if you get to really Greg level. But then again, like, if you do this, like, this was the line last year, right? I don't know if this line's great. Pinto, I mean, I personally want Pinto right there with Brady Tkachuk. Maybe put Cousins here. Really Greg there, right? I like that. Michael Amadio, what do we do with you? I don't know, right? Warren Fogle maybe down here against Fabian Zetterlund. What do we do with you? That gives us $11 million in cap space if we bring this in, right? And that's still with Fabian Zetterlund. I mean, we can get rid of Fabian Zetterlund. Right? Giroux 2.5. That's assuming he takes what he does. $9 million, 8.5 actually. Let's just say we're at $8.5 million to sign 1-2 defensemen, maybe. Jordan Spence as well. Jordan Spence goes somewhere here, right D, because we are looking for a right D. But if Spence takes $5 million, there's $3 million. You can't really make a move unless you make Fabian Zetterlund. They have $7 million. $7 million could get you a good defenseman. I don't know. But then all of a sudden, you only have $1 million for your backup goalie. I don't know. You all tell me. That's it for me. We talked about losing, and we talked about Mason McTavish. Y'all tell me what y'all think, all right? Like, first of all, talk to me about the how you guys feel about this idea that Ottawa could have been the best, second best team in the East. I think that's very copium from some Sens fans, even though I said it. Like, but that's me trying to rage bait, me trying to get the engagement, right? I mean, you could say that. I do agree, though, that with Martian, that it is very loser behavior, and we should hold ourselves to a higher standard at the end of the day. Also, let me know about Mason McTavish. Would you guys want him in Ottawa? That is an Ottawa boy. That's a Cart boy, right? He grew up in Cart. I don't know if he claims Ottawa. Born in Switzerland, by the way. So, I don't know if he claims Ottawa. Yeah, I know he skates here. That's it, really. I know he's kind of stuck in this weird role for the Anaheim Ducks where he's making $7 million, but Mikael Granlund, they signed him. They keep bringing Killorns, Kreiders. They keep bringing guys in. They forced Trevor Zegras out. I mean, they could be forcing Mason McTavish out. Is that something you guys are interested in? You guys let me know. Have a great night. I've been Sens Buzz. Peace.